Ever grappled with the task of remembering a specific phrase or idiom? Today, we're delving into the fascinating world of idioms related to memory. Understanding these phrases can help you add color and depth to your conversations. First up, we have commit something to memory. This idiom means to learn something so well that you can remember it perfectly. For example, she committed the entire poem to memory. Next, we have take a stroll, trip, or walk down memory lane. This phrase means to reminisce or think about the past. An example might be, during our reunion, we took a walk down memory lane reminiscing about our school days. Following this, we have jog someone's memory. This idiom means to cause someone to remember something. For example, seeing her old school badge jogged her memory. In or within living memory is our next idiom. This phrase refers to something that happened recently enough for people to remember it. For example, the city has changed so much, it's barely recognizable within living memory. Now consider come or spring to mind. This phrase means to suddenly or immediately think of something or have an idea. For example, as soon as they mentioned Italian food, pizza sprang to mind. Moving on, slip your mind is an idiom that means to forget to do something. For example, I'm sorry, your message completely slipped my mind. Next up, bear or keep something in mind means to remember a piece of information when making decisions or thinking about a matter. For example, when choosing a career, bear in mind your passion and interests. Ever experienced a situation where your mind goes blank? This phrase means to suddenly be unable to remember something or think what to say. For example, when asked about the incident, his mind went blank. Cross your mind is an idiom that means to think about something for a short time. For example, it never crossed my mind that he might be lying. Next, out of sight, out of mind, is a phrase that means you stop thinking about something or someone if you do not see them. For example, when the holidays ended, the beach house became out of sight, out of mind. Something is on the tip of your tongue is an idiom that means you are sure that you know something, but you cannot remember it at the moment. For example, her name is on the tip of my tongue, but I just can't remember it. Ring a bell is a phrase that means to sound familiar. For example, the name rings a bell, but I can't remember where I've heard it. A train of thought is an idiom that refers to a linked series of thoughts in your mind at one time. For example, I lost my train of thought when the phone rang. Lastly, rack your brains means to think very hard or for a long time about something. For example, I've been racking my brains all day, but I still can't remember where I left my keys. To sum up, we've covered 14 idioms related to memory. From committing something to memory to racking your brains, each of these phrases provides a unique perspective on the concept of memory. So the next time you're struggling to express a thought or idea, consider using one of these idioms. They might just be the perfect fit.